Hello there everyone and welcome back to episode 31 of Mods for Monday. I have recently been playing through the Civil War questline on my vanilla playthrough of Skyrim, and I have found some awesome looking armors that the Imperials definitely need to be wearing during this whole questline. There are loads more, but I'm thinking about doing a mod episode dedicated to mods that are needed to enhance the Civil War campaign. So if you do know of any, drop them down in the comments below for me to check out so I can compile the most epic list. But anyway, let's get into the mods for the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. For the first mod of today's episode, let's take a look at Mead Replacer Animated. Last week we looked at a mod that replaces all the potions and poisons, and now this one is just going to replace all of the meads that you find around Skyrim with a much better look. Combination of both the potions, poisons, and now the mead replacers. I think together they all look amazing. I'm hoping I can find some more that are going to do, say, like the wines as well. But now, they now have a unique look and an awesome looking label to really make them stand out. When I'm now walking into taverns and the inns, I can't help but just admire these when you just see them stacked up on the shelves, as they really do look amazing. When playing vanilla Skyrim, I never really took much notice of the alcoholic beverages. But now, I have a shelf at the entrance of my player home, so every time I go there to drop off new items that I have had to craft for the mod showcases, it's all I see. But even better, they've all got different colours, making them stand out even more. This is definitely a well done mod, and definitely a much needed mod to enhance our playthroughs. For mod number 2, this one is called Joh'ri Storm Atronach Cat from Meow. In a previous episode, we have looked at another version of these cats, which was just a fire version of it. This cat Joh'ri is a female Atronach cat that was a gift from the late court wizard of Dawnstar to her granddaughter when they were just a small child. As she grew older, she lost interest in the cat and was forgotten about. It is now up to us, the Dragonborn, to be her new owner. I do love it when a creator makes a backstory for their mods. Again though, just like the flame version, this spell is permanent, so the cat can only disappear when you summon another creature. So yeah, this thing cannot be killed. She just goes into hiding during any battles that you come across. I would like to be able to permanently have this cat just walking around my player home. That way I could have them all there, just roaming around the place. It would be pretty cool. I do like these. They remind me just of like the non-combatant pets that you get in Elder Scrolls Online. They're nice to have. It would be cool though if they could do some sort of attacks based off their elements. Like the last one was fire. This one is honed on shock. It'd be pretty fun. If you do want this though, it is very easy to get. You just need to head over to Dawnstar and head over to the White Hall, which is the place where you're going to find the Jarl. You need to head into Medena's chamber. Go behind the counter. You're going to find a book on a shelf. You just have to pick it up, learn the spell, and it's all yours. Up next, for mod number 3, is Chico, the Comedy Khajiit. This mod is just a fun one to add. You will find Chico roaming around Solitude, and it is said that he is a failed bard, who now does stand-up comedy while doing odd jobs around Solitude. If you follow him long enough, he's going to start telling random jokes to crowds of people, and apparently there is about 20 of them. He will even have banter with some other popular NPCs from other mods, which is pretty awesome. But the main thing that I thought was really cool is if you do follow Chico around, you will notice a lot of the guards actually interact with him and call him by name. A lot of the times it's, "Hey Chico." It's awesome. It just shows that he does have some sort of status there, that people do like him. I never really come across anyone who had more of a grumpy tone with him. Everyone always seemed pleased to see Chico. In the mornings, you're going to find that he's pretty grumpy. But let's be honest, who isn't grumpy in the morning? When it becomes after 8 PM, he's then going to be really tired. He's not going to say much, and when he does, you'll probably find that he's just complaining about things. But any other time that you do come across Chico, you're going to find that he's very chatty, very friendly. There's actually quite a lot of things that this one character is actually bringing to Solitude in terms of social interactions. It's definitely one to download. Moving on to mod number 4, we have Rorikstead Wagons. Have you ever wondered where the wagons of Skyrim have come from? Well, with this installed, it's going to add a wagon workshop to the town of Rorikstead. So this will be the place that they're all coming from. I've never found anywhere in Skyrim that even resembles a place where these may actually be being made. so I just assumed that they are being brought outside of Skyrim. This may not be lore friendly as such, because being a mod, but it's just nice to know, oh, you know, there's wagons all around Skyrim. Oh, this place makes them. So this is going to also add a new building for us to explore, and there's much more NPCs roaming around the place for us to interact with. But what I didn't realise is when I did download this mod, it asked me if I wanted to download an extra mod to overhaul the whole town of Rorikstead as well. So of course I'm going to do that. You are now going to find a new blacksmith, which seems that they're actually getting a lot of business. There is also a new farm to explore, and the cool one is Lokir from the beginning of the game, the one that's sitting in the carriage with you and the one that runs away and then dies. This mod adds his house, but obviously he doesn't make it, so he's no longer there. You will find that this place is locked, so if you are going to want to get the key to that place, head on over to the mod page, download it, full explanation of where you're going to find that key. Or you can just picklock it and just, you know, get inside. Other than that, there's just loads of extra detail that has been added to the town, really making it seem much bigger than it originally was. So it's definitely worth downloading those extra files when it asks you. I have seen loads of other mods for overhauls of Rorikstead. This is the first one that I've used. Let me know what you think of it. With this next one, we now have a cure disease spell, which honestly, it should have just been in the game in the first place. This would have saved me so many times from contracting vampirism. Every time I come into contact with a vampire, I contract this thing. So this spell is a lifesaver. It is also obtainable from the court wizard in Whiterun. You just need to buy it and learn it. That's it. It's pretty simple to do. I do prefer the spell, as I'm always forgetting to make sure that I have cure disease potions. This next one is called 3 Asian Masks, which adds some interesting looking masks to the game. To get these, all you have to do is collect them from a barrel in the camp just outside Riverwood. I have seen a few Asian style armor mods that I think that these masks would suit very well. I personally though wouldn't wear these, but I would say that they would look amazing as ornaments hanging up in our player homes. I love the art designs of these, but out of these 3, which one would you say is your favorite? Please let me know in the comments below. Or if you know of any armors that you think these would suit, let me know about those too. Finally, let's look at some awesome armor that is definitely needed for the Civil War. This one is called Imperial Soldier Armor, which is a fully craftable at the forge. This armor has no restrictions when it comes to if you are the player's male or female, plus this armor fits all of the beast races. I am a huge fan of this, especially the cape, because it has been designed really well to complement the armor. Overall, I'm just a huge fan of capes. The Imperials of Skyrim need to be wearing armor like this, or at least they could give it to Hadvar. I mean, he definitely needs a set of unique armor. But moving on with this next one, and yes, it is another set of armor for the Imperials. This one though is called Imperial Primus Armor, which is an ebony Imperial armor plus a shield and some swords. Even though this is ebony, it is slightly weaker than the vanilla ebony armor, but that can easily be fixed with just a few upgrades. There is also another version of this armor called Primus Custus. This cannot be crafted. You can only take this off the high-ranking Penitus Oculatus members. Also, Commander Maro will wear a unique masked helmet and have a new ebony gladius called Alter Imperi. If you are wondering, I am not going to show you these due to not even starting the Dark Brotherhood questline, as this character I just purely use just to show off mods. So if you do download this, it's going to be a nice little surprise for you when you actually get to find these from progressing through that storyline. On the Nexus mod page there are some pictures of this and they do look really cool. I have found so many different versions of like Imperial armors on the Nexus mod page and blown away with some of the designs that people have made for them, but I've got a few of them jotted down specifically for this episode I want to do dedicated to the Civil War, because some of them look amazing. But finally, the last mod of the episode, this one is called Fireglass Armory. This is just a standalone variant of glass armor and weapons. It does specifically say that this is not a retexture. You can get this in both heavy and light versions, and they both have their own unique crafting recipes and properties. A cool little addition, if you put any fire enchantments on this, you are going to notice that they are 25% stronger. The light version is comparable to Storeroom light armor with the stats, and the heavy armor is on par with the ebony armor. But Fireglass armor is much lighter. which is a good thing. It says that the weapons are slightly stronger than their glass counterparts. I must say I do prefer this over the vanilla glass armor, mainly due to the colouring. Plus, it's even better in terms of the stats. There are a few that I have seen that are just like this. I have shown a few glass armor variants in previous mod episodes. There are a few more that I have also seen, but so far this one is my favourite. I think it's pretty awesome. I love the amber colour. It's great. There we have it. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. I really do appreciate it, each and every one of you. For those of you who have used mods for the Civil War campaign, again, please do let me know which are the best ones to use. But anyway, thank you all for stopping by. If you like what you see, please leave a like, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'm going to see you all next week for another episode of Mods for Monday. Goodbye.